I have this data in my Excel. It looks like a table, right? But is this the Excel table? The answer is no. Then what this format is called? What are Excel tables? Why we use them? What are the features in Excel table? In this tutorial, I'll cover everything about the Excel tables. So I'm taking you to my screen and let's start our tutorial about Excel tables. First, let's understand what is an Excel table, how to create it and why to create it. Suppose we have some data here. We have products, stores, customers, sales date and sales amount. Now it appears and looks like that it is a table, but in Excel language it is just a data in tabular format and it is not a table. Excel table means a different thing in Excel. So to convert this data into Excel tables, select your entire data. I am using shortcut key Ctrl and A to select the entire data. Go to Insert and select Table. You can also insert the table using a shortcut key Ctrl and T. You will get this pop-up box. It is just verifying the range of your data. So check if the range is correct. Check this box if you have headers in your data and then click OK. Now your data is converted into Excel tables. To answer why we are converting our data into Excel tables, there are some very good features which will be available in Excel tables only and which are not available by default in your tabular data. So let's see what all these features are. When we have converted our data to Excel tables, the look and feel or layout has changed. The alternate rows are highlighted with some color. You have this down arrow box on your headers. You have this small blue icon at the bottom right. You have also got one new tab in your Excel ribbon, which is Design. If you do not like the coloring in your data, you can go here and choose None, or you can also choose some other design. This small box with down arrow is called Filter. You can filter out your data by clicking on this button. You can sort your data or filter out basis on the stores selection from here. Click OK. From this bottom icon, you can change the area or range of your tables. For example, if I drag here, it will add a column with same formatting and filters, and it has provided a generic name to the header of this column. Now if you want to add some more data in this table, more data means more, if you want to add more rows, then just start writing. For example, I am writing here product I, and when you hit enter, you see the range of the table is automatically extended. Same applies to column. If I write here anything, press enter, the table will itself extend its range. Now here you have column names B, C, D, E, F, and see what will happen if I will scroll down. I am scrolling down and the columns B, C, D, E, F is replaced with the headers of the table, which is products, stores, customers, sales date and sales amount. So this is a very good feature of table wherein you do not need to freeze panes to see your headers. You can also insert or delete the rows and columns within table. So just right click on the cell and choose insert. It will ask about the table column and table rows. Similarly, you can perform the delete option also. One more interesting feature of Excel table is if I am doing any change in one cell, it will automatically apply to other cells. For example, let's add a new column and here I am typing some formula. Say equal to this cell multiply by 2. Press enter. All the remaining cells will fill automatically. Now here you must have noticed that the cell reference syntax is very different. It is not something like we have seen before. In normal tabular format, it will show the address of the cell, that is F3. Here in Excel table, the syntax is different. It refers to the header name of the column in square bracket. We will talk on this more. if I have some data in tabular format and we want to add all these numbers, then the formula would be equal to sum, select the entire range to add all these numbers. Now see, the syntax is having the address of the range. Let's do the same thing with Excel table. We will add all the sales values, so equal to sum. Just watch out the syntax. It is taking the cell or then range addresses, and as soon as I am reaching to the last row of the table, the syntax is changed to table 1 and name of the header in square brackets. Now if I am adding more data to my table, let's add some data here. You can see the sum formula will update automatically. So you do not need to change your formula if you are adding or deleting your data in Excel tables. This is the biggest advantage of Excel table. This formula is dynamic, and if anyone is adding or deleting to it, the formula will update by itself. So this is the wonderful feature in Excel tables. Now let's give a good name to our table. Click on the table, go to design. At the top left, you have table name. By default, the name of the table is table 1. So let's change it to some other name. I'm writing here my data. One thing to remember is there should not be any space in between in your table name, and then press enter. Now in our sum formula, the name of the table is automatically changed to my data. The syntax might be looking difficult, but it is easy to read. It says add all the values of this header of this table. Let's see what all we have in design tab. From the icon resize table, we can change the range of our table. We can summarize our data in Excel table with pivot tables directly from here. We will discuss about pivot tables in later chapters. We can insert a slicer from here. For example, if I choose store, it will give you 3 buttons because I have 3 types of stores, A, B and C. On clicking these buttons, your data will filter out in the cell. If you want to delete this slicer, just click on it and just press the delete key from your keyboard. You can add total rows, you can do other layout changes, and from here you can change the style of your table. If you want to convert your table to normal tabular format, you can select this option, convert to range, or you can right click mouse your table and select table, convert to range. It will ask you if you are sure to convert it, then click yes. Now this data is not in a Excel table format, but now it is in normal tabular format, and the features of all the Excel tables are gone and not available. You can see that the design tab is also gone. If you want to get back your Excel table, you can press Ctrl Z from your keyboard to undo your last action. So I am doing Ctrl Z to get my Excel table back again. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you like this video. Share this with your family, friends and colleagues. Thank you for watching. Happy learning and take care.